Well, tonight burglars will break into at least 3 homes in the area, but it doesn't have to be that way.
We're about to show you the most unique crime prevention story we've ever done. This is about protecting your home and the valuables you have inside.
To do this, we asked the experts, convicted burglars. Chief Investigative Reporter Berkeley Breen got the prisoners to answer the questions.
Who's going to know more about breaking into homes than the people who actually did it? That's why we sent this questionnaire to more than 200 inmates in state prison doing time for burglary.
Here's the questionnaire. 17 questions to men and women locked up for burglary. How did they typically break into a home? Most said they found an unlocked or open door or window. Only a few said they smashed their way in.
This door right here, I came home from work and noticed the door was just wide open.
That's how a burglar got into Jamie Bayo's home in Rochester.
Do you think maybe they came in through one of these windows?
I do.
What did they take?
I noticed my laptop was gone, a few pieces of jewelry of mine, some of my medications, stuff like that.
That fits with what our inmates said. We asked, what was the first thing you looked to steal? The answer? Jewelry, electronics, and cash. At Thanksgiving, we started compiling the name of every inmate from Western New York doing time for burglary. After New Year's, we sent the questionnaire and a stamped return envelope to more than 200 prisoners. And over the last few weeks, the responses started coming in. We promised the inmates their answers would be anonymous. We asked, where did you look for hidden valuables? Most said bedside drawers. So they're going into your bedroom after they get into your house. One inmate wrote, dresser drawer, under the mattress. Another wrote, everywhere. What time of the day did they prefer to break in? Early morning and afternoon, when you're at work. That's when they got into Jamie's house.
It kind of just kept me on edge a lot, thinking when's the next time someone's going to attempt to break into the house.
I've been a police officer for almost 32 years and an investigator for about 20 of those.
I shared the inmates' answers with RPD investigator Frank Camp. He said the answers confirm what police know about protecting your home. When we asked if a home alarm went off, what would you do? Almost every single inmate said, leave immediately.
Just the sound of the alarm itself is enough to scare somebody out of the house and prevent further damage.
Did lights on in the home make you think twice? Most said no. What about a dog? One inmate said he would stay away because he could get bit, bleed, and people would get my DNA. Another said, when you're hooked on drugs, you don't care what happens.
So Sam, as we drive through this neighborhood, what are you seeing?
I see, for back in my days, a golden opportunity.
Coming up, we're going to take you in the car as we drive through a neighborhood with a man who has broken into dozens of homes. Our career burglar identified a number of homes on this street as prime targets.
What he liked about them, coming up.
See, we got too many cars there. Somebody's definitely home.
Our exclusive crime prevention investigation continues.
We asked more than 200 inmates in state prison, how did they break into homes?
The questions are part of our exclusive crime prevention survey. Now we're going to take it up a notch. We're going to put you in the car with Chief Investigative Reporter Berkeley Breen and a man who made a living breaking into homes.
He has straightened his life out, but after a life of crime, Sam Pacheco still remembers what it was like to canvass a neighborhood. And he knows what you can do so that your home doesn't get hit. So Sam, as we drive through this neighborhood, what are you seeing?
I see, for back in my days, a golden opportunity.
A golden opportunity to break in. Sam Pacheco is in his 50s and spent a total of 25 years in prison. He's clean now, but we asked him to ride along with us through a quiet neighborhood in Irondequoit to show us what he sees through the eyes of an old burglar.
What's golden about it?
Well, it looks like a working environment community.
In other words, people away at work on a quiet school day. When we asked the inmates serving time for burglary in New York State prisons, what was your ideal target for a burglary? They said people and families at work during the day. If they did surveillance on a home, what were they trying to figure out? When and what time the whole family is gone. Did it make a difference if there was a car in the driveway? Yes.
See, we got too many cars there. Somebody's definitely home.
Most inmates said they knocked before breaking in. So did Sam.
What if you rang the doorbell, knocked on the door, and somebody came to the door? What would you do?
That's what I would do. I would prepare my questionnaire. You know, does such and such live here?
So you had a backup story ready to go if somebody came to the door?
Yeah, I would have to.
So did most of our inmates. We asked them, what would you do or say if someone answered the door? They answered, I'm doing a survey for school, or I'm looking for a friend and said he was at this house.
If you were to tell these homeowners to do one thing, what would it be?
Like you said, these homes around here, they look more well structured. Like this house right here, if they got that DTC, I know that's well secured.
The inmate said, get security cameras or a big dog. Don't be flashy. Hide things of value in your basement. Put a security sign in your front lawn. That's what Sam Pacheco noticed.
So that sign right there,
Guarded security.
you would have just passed that house?
Yeah, I would have to pass that house.
The number of burglaries in Rochester has been cut in half in the last 6 years. The RPD says one reason, they've gone back to the section model and they have officers staying in neighborhoods. Berkeley Bree, News 10, NBC.